Hello and welcome to day 4 of the Aderim and Omnisend Web Agency Summit, where we have had such an action-packed week already, and we're not stopping now. We've got 2 more days, so many gems. If you are an agency of any size, even if you are a solo pro, or maybe you're even just a freelancer just trying to get started, all the way up to if you are a 10-person, 20-person agency working with enterprise clients, you're going to find some gold here at the Web Agency Summit. So today, we've got a bunch of talks, and we're going to go through those this morning. I'm here. I didn't even introduce myself. My name is Stephanie Hudson. I have a little company called Focus WP, which also helps agencies. And I'm here with my illustrious co-hosts, Robert Jacoby, the CXO at Blackwall, and Vito Peleg, the man behind the machine, the one responsible for this entire event. He is the co-founder and CEO at Aderim. Fellas, how we feeling this morning? This afternoon? What is it? It's afternoon for you, huh, Vito?
Afternoon. I'm fresh.
I'm telling
Yes.
you,
It's like day
it's
one.
6 a.m. 6 a.m. over here. I'm the first one in this room, and I'm like, where is everyone? Vito's been up for at least 6 hours. Stephanie, I understand there's not enough coffee in the world to get you going before 10 a.m., but,
It's
So
You don't even know.
my
And
Thursdays is my Thursdays is the one-to-one meetings. So it's paved. It's like literally
oh,
the entire day. Except for today, we cleared out some stuff so I can come and join. But mostly for us here in the UK, the summit is an evening thing. So we stayed up yesterday until 1:30 in the morning, hanging out here together. And back again this morning.
we did, and it was fun. We were having so much fun, we just couldn't even end it. Robert is just desperately sending Vito private messages, like on multiple platforms, saying like, "Pal, I had to leave 20 minutes ago. We've got to wrap this up." And Vito just does not care. He just keeps going. But when the party's partying, you can't stop.
Guest of the party,
Now,
Robert.
I'm just gonna have Andrew call him up instead next time.
Oh, that's a good idea. We had to go through all the gems we heard yesterday. We had to tease each other a little bit, of course, and most fun of all, we got to give away $500.
Yes.
It was so fun. I think we should do it again today, Vito.
We are going to do it today. So yesterday's winner was Blake. Yeah. Yes.
Blake Whittle.
And Blake Whittle. And we went through his website, his product. It was very cool to see him getting excited on the chat as well. We're going to try and make it happen so that the folks that are winning every single day are going to join us on the Friday after party, where we're going to be raffling $2,500. So it's $500 every day. And on a Friday, it's $2,500. The main reason we're doing this.
Big ones, guys, yeah.
Yes.
Wait, so
this is all. Yeah, please.
I have a question about this. So there are actually going to be 2 giveaways on Friday: the 500 and the 2,500. Because that's how we hit 5,000.
You're right.
Yeah.
The math is not mathing.
So there'll be. I mean, unless Vito's like, well, it's really 4,500, not 5,000 for the week.
Maybe. I don't know. I need to check with the marketing team if it's 4.
But if it's 5,000 for the week, there's going to be 2.
Unless, maybe we should give away $1,000 today. I don't know. Let's just see. We'll see how the day goes. Regardless, you're going to want to hit that little. You're going to want to hit that little crown at the top. It says "Win $5,000," which may or may not be to the penny accurate. We'll see. We'll see how it works out. And make sure you register. You can register every day. And then the other thing is you have to remember you got to be here for the after party. So for those of you in Europe and that part of the world, it's a little tricky. It's a little late, but it's $500. I think it might be worth it.
And we had a bunch of folks.
If I can get up at and be on camera at 7 a.m., surely you can come at 10 p.m., right? And that's a rough estimate. I don't think I've been on camera at 7 a.m. once this week. So
And while you're applying here for while you're joining the raffle, please keep scrolling down and see some of our incredible sponsors that are joining us this year. So the title sponsors Adarim and Omnisend. We have Real Time Register and GoDaddy as well here. And when you click through to each one of them, you're going to win a bunch of really cool prizes. You might meet someone from the company if you want to ask some questions about products that you are using, products that you should be using. That's the best place to find like a distilled collection of really cool products to help you advance your business. And really, one of the cool things that I think when going to these events and having the opportunity to speak to product makers, it's not a perspective that I had when I used to run the agency, and that shifted from a product view because I didn't think about the fact that every tool that I'm using, there's dozens, sometimes hundreds of people that wake up every single morning for years thinking about my specific problem, thinking about how they can make it easier for me as a user to leverage that. So at the agency, when I was running the agency, I didn't have that realization. And I think that many of us don't. We just look at the tool as like, okay, yeah, I think it's going to work. I think it's not going to work. Maybe. But the fact is that there's a bunch of people that literally wake up every day to solve that specific problem. So you're sometimes like the first thing that comes to our mind is so on the surface without really understanding the impact that these things can bring to our businesses. So I'd like to encourage you to go and speak to those people, see what is behind the tool. Why is this something that you should be using, coming from this perspective rather than like I just see a bunch of logos on here, if you will, but each one of them can make a dramatic impact on each one of our businesses. So it's really cool to see. Jumping, spin the wheel, talk to people. And yeah, please, Steph.
Well, yeah, one of the other things that we've been talking about all week as well is it's not just what you're learning in the talks or that you're getting a discount or a code or a free ebook or something. You get access. That's one of the biggest things that the summit offers you. All week long, you can go and just talk directly to the people that are creating these incredible products. And not just that, you have access within the networking lounge to go rub elbows with some leaders in the community and some really brilliant folks out there. And then as well on the talks, if you can make it live to some of these talks or all of these talks, you can put questions in the Q&A and you just directly ask. Let's see, who do we have? We have some of the biggest agencies out there showing up. We've got the first talk today has an incredible panel of C-suite executives from some of these incredible AI companies. Not AI companies, AI powered web agencies, how they're using, you can go and see how Human Made is using AI, and you can just ask a question, say, hey, Tom Wilmot, CEO at Human Made, how do you do this or that? And he'll answer you live. I mean, you're not getting that anywhere else. Even if you went to an in-person conference, like you're not going to be able to walk up to the stage and like, tap them on the shoulder and ask a question. That's what you get to do today. So definitely, I mean, you could watch the replays and you can watch them at like 2.2x speed or 1.5 speed, but which is amazing for us ADHD people out there who need it sped up a little bit. But if you're there live, you have that huge benefit of being able to just talk right to these folks.
100%. And these are.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Yeah, that's right. This agency, this group that is right here on the upcoming panel is just incredible. And we had a similar interesting panel by WP Engine yesterday with folks from TenUp and Granite and a few others. So yeah, this does not happen. I've never seen this happen anywhere else, for sure.
They were just talking about how they get their clients, how they manage their projects, how they, I mean, even to the point of talking about like how they dress to go to a meeting with the client. I mean, like such detailed stuff and so interesting. It's yeah, don't miss it. It's a really great opportunity, folks.
And if you're watching this from the outside, because at the beginning, in the morning, and in the evening, we're broadcasting to the open web, so people can now see us on YouTube and X and LinkedIn and Facebook. So
Where
if you're
can
watching from
where
there,
can they go to get a ticket?
the ticket is free. Even that, all of the what we're talking about, the whole thing is freaking free. Not only that, but there's a raffle every day. It's just a matter of trying to get as many folks to join and educate over this coming week. And there is really only one thing to say as to what they need to do, maybe two things to say, which is summit.adarim.io, summit.adarim.io. And that is the key to perfecting the rest of the year. Yeah, can I say that?
You nailed it, Vito. After 3 days, you've got this solid.
Yeah, so, and right after that, after this incredible session, we're gonna talk to. I'm gonna talk to Theo from Bubble. Bubble is one of the top platforms out there for no-code web app creation. Extremely cool. I played with this for a project a couple of years back, and I'm really excited to see how they're bringing this into the AI world with visual innovation. Wow, AI-powered visual innovation. Let's see how that looks like. They are one of the leaders in this space, so it's definitely going to be something interesting to watch.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one for sure.
And then right after that, we have our friends from Omnisend. And maybe that's a great opportunity to click this button. All right. Who is hosting Greg?
This guy.
Yeah.
So yes,
who has two thumbs and the coolest mustache in the room?
That's
you gotta say it. You gotta go. This guy.
This guy. This guy at 6:30 in the morning.
It is 6:30 in the morning over there. That's crazy. But yeah, let me kind of give a bit of a quick description for this panel here. Essential automation that will increase your client's sales and retention. Customer spending is slowing, putting increased pressure on brands to capture every sale possible. The right automations used the right way is the easiest way to increase sales. And I definitely agree with that. Yeah, it continues on, but this is kind of the core of the session. And Robert, why are you looking forward from this one?
Automations. I've known about Omnisend for years, and guess what? The word or the term AI isn't in it because it's automating and not just like magically thinking for you, hopefully guessing. So I've used all sorts of automating tools in the past, and this one's great for email and for e-commerce and for making sure you don't have those abandoned carts. So anyone who's building out an e-commerce site should definitely be paying attention to how automations like these from Omnisend are invaluable.
Okay, that's awesome. And right after that, we're diving into part 2 of the security discussion that Robert, you had with Oliver. This was kind of a, everything is live here, so we can make these adjustments in real time and react to what is interesting, what people like or don't like, and this is exactly one of those opportunities. Yesterday we had someone had to drop last minute, and so you guys were already ready from your panel that you knew that you wanted to set up a secondary one for to continue the discussion. So what are you guys going to talk about?
You know, I get to be a panelist here, so I know Stephanie will be the host, the hostess with the mostest, and we're going to
bring the big questions.
That's right. We'll be following up on just
Barbara Walters. Someone may cry. I don't know. We'll see.
It'll be me. Let's just get that out of the way. It'll be me. If I was a tree, what kind of security tree would I be? A strong oak.
Deep roots.
Mighty oak.
And
but yeah,
yeah, please.
Yeah, it's just going to be a pretty open forum on following up on some of the topics from the other day, uh, and diving deeper into. Hopefully, I want to talk about the stack, the OSI stack.
That's cool. And if you want to catch up on the previous episode of this two-parter here, or not really, you're not. There's no. You don't need to know the prelude to know the what's going to happen here. But if you're interested in security and you want to learn a little bit more, go to our replays screen here. You're going to find all of the talks uploaded in real time. So as soon as it ends, it's here. Or maybe 10 minutes. Give Zachary 10 minutes to upload it. Download from here, upload to there, create the thumbnail,
Hey,
but
how
almost
much
real
does
time.
it cost to watch these replays, Vito?
So all of these replays, if you want to watch just one, or if you want to watch all of them, it's free.
What?
It
All
depends.
week long.
It depends, but generally it's free. Except that everything here
How many do you
is.
want to watch? Yeah. Oh, it's free.
Yeah. So yeah, it depends on how many minutes are there, but every minute is free. Yeah. And so come on in, summit.adarim.io, and watch all of the incredible stuff that has happened here just over the past couple of weeks. Oh, a couple of days. It feels like weeks. We have folks from Canva and Smashing Magazine and WP Engine, Real Time Register. We have Elementor and WP Bakery here. Folks from Yoast and Typeform and Google and Freemuse. And yeah, insane. So come on in, watch the replays. The cool thing is that you can do it at 2x the speed, which is kind of my preferred. Not this one, but my preferred version here.
Yeah, why do you like it at 2x? I'll tell you. I have a reason for mine, but what's your?
The anything below just feels slow. I lost my ability to have a proper attention span, and everything below that just feels too slow. Even when I listen to books, it's at 2x now.
Yeah, I prefer 1.5. 2x. I don't know. It like distorts the voices too much at 2x.
Right.
But I like I feel like if it's if I don't have to concentrate to understand it, I'm gone. Like my brain is like squirrel, and I'm off on other things. I'm like, I can't listen that slowly. So hurry up, and my brain's like, I could do something else while they're finishing this sentence. And then I miss something, and then there we are. But
well, as we joked yesterday, Ben Gabler's you probably want to run at 0.5. Just
yeah, he's a fast talker.
A 30-minute session in 1 hour, or 1 hour session in 30 minutes already, and Ben. Woo.
Matt Madeiro
Thank
says,
you, Matt.
I have an email in my outbox for you, Matt. I gotta go hit send today.
That's good. Yeah, and you see what happens when you show up like Matt here, then opportunities come in. All of a sudden, Stephanie remembered that she had an email. So that's really what this thing is all about. Make those connections. Go visit the lounge. This is one of the more exciting areas in the Summit platform. Go say hi to people there. There's these groups, and if there's no one there, just sit around for a little bit. Someone is going to come in within a couple of minutes. There's a couple of thousand people wandering around the platform on a daily basis. So if you sit tight, someone is going to find you within a few minutes. So it's a really cool platform to way to get to know more people. And if we're please,
we're not done though. We didn't finish the rundown.
Oh yeah, we got a bunch more still in the pipeline here.
That's just the morning, you guys.
That's just the morning, yeah. Let's dive into it, and then we're with Ben Tiffin from Uprise Digital. He was also here yesterday, hanging out in the chat a little bit. And who is doing this one?
Me. I'm looking forward to it. I've really enjoyed interacting with Ben in the live chat. I've been grateful for him being there and chiming in. I also saw him in the networking lounge briefly, and I think it was day before yesterday, and he was in there working on his talk while he was like hanging out with everybody. So and I'm looking forward to this talk too, because it's about outsourcing masterclass from solo to scalable. And really that is toughest part to when it's just you? How do you go from just you doing all the things and 90% of it living in your brain to being able to scale up and outsource to a team? It's a tricky transition, and so it's going to be really interesting to hear Ben's master class on this today. 12
That's awesome.
p.m. Eastern. Yeah.
12 p.m. Eastern, and right after that, there's a very interesting panel here with folks from Hostinger, Yoast, and Hunter.io. No ads,
Definitely
no problem.
interested in this one.
Organic. I'm very excited because it's the smartest, best way to get stuff out there. And good organic work lasts a lot longer than trying to game the system. So I can't wait to hear from Carolyn and James and Emma.
Brilliant. And right after this, we have Robert joining us from Side, also one of the more known WordPress VIP agencies out there, working a lot on the enterprise side. Even I think that they were the biggest
in Europe.
Agency in Europe, yeah, the biggest enterprise agency in Europe, right?
I think just the biggest WordPress agency. Yeah.
Biggest WordPress agency. Wow, amazing.
Well, we'll find out from Robert what the exact biggest is.
Yeah. And
Europe's biggest WordPress agency. There it is, right on the homepage.
That's awesome. And then right after this, so we all know Robert is going to be always an interesting discussion. Super smart guy, is the chief innovation officer, but also the co-founder there at Side, multi-site. Robert, you're a multi-site guy, right?
Yes, and it'll be the Two Robert show. So
Nice.
Robert squared, and Robert is a master of his own personal brand. Like, this guy's gonna show up, and you're gonna recognize him from this thumbnail. I guarantee it.
Yeah,
he will look exactly like his thumbnail. I'd be shocked if it was otherwise. And I'm sure Robert's listening now. Like, I'm gonna throw everyone for a loop.
I'll wear a blue shirt.
I can't even imagine it. And right after this, we have our friend Donata joining us from Termageddon.
Yay!
Also, thank you, Donata and Hans, for the support for the summit. This is the 4th year that they are a sponsor. So you can go to the booth and win some really cool stuff there, and some boring stuff that you actually need, like free privacy policies for your own website, for your agency website, free terms and conditions for your agency website. You can just get that if you just visit their booth. And I think it's Stephanie and Donata together.
Yep. I'm looking forward to that. I always love seeing me some Donata. And then right after that, I'm gonna transition right into another pal of mine, Jen Harris, who's gonna talk about accessibility. Jen is a very analytical person, and she's great with all the accessibility stuff. And she's really found a way to package these services up and how to sell them. So she's going to talk about how you can generate revenue or generate more revenue by selling accessibility services to your clients. So that's going to be beneficial for pretty much everybody. Oh, how do you ask someone if they are involved in accessibility? You don't have to, they'll just tell you.
Yes.
It's the same joke as with someone who's vegan or does CrossFit. And any of those, you can interchange all of them. Just like, oh my goodness, it's a lot.
It makes more sense with accessibility.
What'd you say?
It makes more sense with accessibility because
I'm all for it. But I don't know what it is about accessibility that they are the most vocal people. Like, you could be colorblind, or you could have like whatever, all these, you could be one affected by these things, and you won't complain as much as these folks will be like, your color contrast is off. Like, they would just blast you publicly at every opportunity. And I tease Jen about it all the time, but it's I mean, they are making the world a better place, so I guess
yes.
we'll allow it.
They are, yes, for sure. in exactly that way, which is this is hilarious. Then right after that, we're wrapping up the day, or almost wrapping up the day, with Ken Kelly from Never Settle, and this I think is you, Robot.
This is. I can't tell you anything about it because it's hidden secrets about this. So you'll have to actually come in and check out the session.
It's gonna be a hard one to find on Google. Never Settle. Now I'm gonna get some weird ads. Let's talk about what this is. The agency space is extremely competitive, and with our core purpose, helping businesses scale and become more profitable, which then flows down into our own goals for scaling and profit. However, the most significant decipher in an agency's profit margins and scalability will not come through new sales techniques, ad buys, or marketing campaigns. 10x growth comes from how an organization is run. So we're going to talk about the hidden costs of poor culture, strategy, standards, and systems are the most significant roadblocks and killer of both profit and scalability. In this no fluff, direct to the point talk, we'll unpack actionable insights that each agency can implement. Sounds incredible. I'm all up for process and structure and systems. This is really the only way to scale, especially at an agency where your product or what you're actually selling is people's time. So consistency is key in that world. So there's a few people, or sometimes even a lot of people, doing the same type of work. And it has to stay consistent throughout. It has to meet certain standards, and all of that can only happen through process. So this is a really interesting one. We should have learned more about this, but now we do. Now we know. And then we're gonna wrap up the day with our daily roundup. Like every evening, we're gonna hang out here together. Probably Andrew is gonna come in from his cave in the dark there, right, with the purple background. They're joining us.
He's in the bunker.
For the night.
He's in the bunker. He'll show up.
His
He
royal
has, like,
bunker. Yeah.
his internet connection also seems like he's in a bunker as well, always. Yeah, the wrap party, they round up. It's like you ever watch Saturday Night Live, at the end of the show, when like everybody who was there that day just comes on the stage and they're all singing and they're swaying and they're excited. That's what this party's like at the end, every single day.
And then Andrew walks off in front of the camera.
And it causes a huge
ruckus.
Yeah, for no reason. Just kidding. He doesn't. No, it's a fun time. Plus, you get to hear what we appreciated from the talks that we were parts of during the day. And
we take notes on those.
Yeah.
We're pointing out the highlights, the gold nuggets, the things that you should watch on the replays. Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah. Super fun. So hopefully we'll see you there. And and another little thing, you might win some money if you show up.
Right.
Yeah.
So with this day 4. Oh, sorry, please, Steph. I was
just going to say, maybe we should just remind people in case they've just tuned in and missed it at the beginning. How do they register to win the cold hard cash?
Okay, cool. So on every page of the Summit platform, and if you're not here, if you're watching from the outside, come on in. The water is warm. Summit.adarim.io. Summit.adarim.io. And when you go into here, you're going to click on the Win $5,000 button or NAV item, which is going to give you a very basic form to fill out, your name, your email, and then your website. And we're going to give you a shout out, walk through a little bit through your website if you win, which is, I think, also a pretty cool element to it. And then we have our winners here already, the past 3 winners. If you want to give them some feedback on their website, make sure you just click this button.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah,
I didn't know that was a thing.
Boom. Oh yeah, look, there's only one here. Make the logo darker. Let me see this one. When in the scroll state, the gray is not very visible. Yeah, that's great.
Wow.
And accessibility. We got an accessibility scroll here. We're just talking about this. Yeah, perfect. Well done, Dave.
There it is.
So
I'm
if you want to get
I'm just
some
gonna
notes,
go
just
onto everyone's and tell them to make all the logos bigger, make everything pop. That's what I'm gonna do.
yes, you
Folks,
have a
I'm going to
note?
run out just to get ready for the panel. I'll
Yep.
see you in about 10 minutes all.
All right.
Have a great rest
Let's
of the
do
day.
this, you guys. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all in all of the panels. And Vito, what's the talk that you're most looking forward to hearing today? Not that you play favorites, but
The one, actually, the one that is starting right now with the enterprise agencies, that's the one that I want to tune into. So I have 7 minutes, and like all of us, all of you, yeah, if you're not here, come on in the next 7 minutes to watch that incredible session with 4 of the biggest agencies in our space and top level CEOs and folks and directors and things like that, C-level folks. That's starting in literally 7 minutes from now. So if you're out, come on in. And if you're in, that's a great time to wander around a little bit, get to know the platform, click some buttons, say hello to some other people. You can see all of the attendees that wanna make connections, and there's thousands of them in there in the attendees tab. You can go to the lounge, find some folks in there, and even more importantly, go around into the sponsors booths, say hi to the folks that are sitting there waiting for you to say hello back to them. Spin the wheel, win some great cool prizes. There's some awesome stuff there, some PS5s, some microphones, like high-end microphones, and all kinds of cool gadgets and discounts are spinning around on the wheels of fortune. So yeah, Stephanie, have a great day.
thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna pop over into the lounge for a few minutes and
Nice.
say hi. Andrew's in there right now, and Ashish
I'm gonna join
from
you. I'm gonna jump
Web
in.
Solutions. Yeah. So, all right,
Awesome.
all right. Let's make it a great day, everybody. Bye.
Yes. Have a great day.